That's the sound of moisture, and in this video I share with you how I maintain my twists nice and shiny and looking neat, hydrated and moisturized for weeks post initial installation. This is gonna be a good one. As requested, here is an updated video of how I moisturize and maintain my twists throughout the month for 4 weeks actually, post initial wash, condition, and also installation of my twists. I've got permanent parts in my hair and about 30 parts that I've got here, and this hair is 2 weeks old, believe it or not. 2 weeks old. Girl, it's the first time I've achieved hair that looks that neat for that long. But as you know, we're going in with glycerin, about a tablespoon into a cup of water, shaken very well. There is a glycerin that I found on Amazon that's got rose water and glycerin. I've seen a lot of people with locks use this one, and girl, let me tell you, it's a good one. If you don't want to actually make your own glycerin, this one is one that I'll recommend. I'll put a link in the description. You guys use my links. All right, support your sister here. Also, I have amazing recipes on glycerin spritzers that will work for every natural, whether you want a lot of glycerin or very little in your routine. I've got an ebook that's gonna teach you all that. So head out and get that one if you need to up your moisture game. Now, this is a smoothing gel from As I Am, and it's the secret product that I've been using to really bring longevity to my twists. I've also been trying out their Itchy range for leave-in conditioner and oil. However, these are my two staples for moisturizers, right, from Camille Rose, and I love those ones. However, today I'm just going to use the one from As I Am because I have to use it up. I was looking for something that's going to help with itch on my scalp, and it had glycerin at the top of the list, so I thought it would be hydrating, but honestly it wasn't that hydrating. So right now I'm just using it up. You guys know my staples anyway, they'll be in the links below. Now, moving on with the video here, you guys, I have been known to use a great deal of product in my hair, right? A lot of product. However, I'm actually not needing to do that anymore because my hair is so moisture trained that I actually don't need an excessive amount of product. Of course, I'm going in with castor oil to seal, and while I still use a good amount of product in my hair, I do not need to use as much as I used to in the past because my hair rather is moisture trained. So I am using a lot, don't get me wrong, but it's nowhere near, it's not as much as I used to use in the past a couple of years ago. Right now I am going in with this As I Am Itchy Scalp range again, and I've been using their oil for my scalp because I do wash my hair every month, and just to keep the scalp fresh, flake free, itch free, this one has actually been working great, guys, and I would recommend this particular product. The leave-in not so much, but this one is a yes. And once I put that on my scalp, I go ahead to gently massage my scalp and just give myself some love and massage my hair, squeeze product in, and voila, that's pretty much moisture. So I went in with a glycerin, a leave-in conditioner, castor oil, and then the scalp with the oil. And although I'm slowing down with the amount of product that I put in my hair, we still have to do the moisture test. Did you hear that, girl? That's the test that I always use to make sure that I've got enough product. It's not just water, it's a combination of all the products that I used in my hair. Let's hear it again. Yep, we love that. And just like that, I am done. I do focus on the ends a lot, so sometimes I will go in with some extra moisture with that glycerin and just add extra castor oil as needed. But this is how I get them juicy twists, hydrated, super soft, etc. Of course, we're going in with a plastic cup and a hooded dryer attachment if I'm using heat that day, if I've got a bit of time on my hands. But if I'm just around the house, I'll just wear a head sock and just wear that until, I feel like the hair has taken in all that moisture in. So I still do that particular step. Right here, I'm just showing you the front. So this is post all the moisturizing and the hair quote unquote deep conditioning, I guess, with the leave-in products. And what I like to do is go ahead and unravel the edges and simply rebraid the base and retwist. Now, I don't necessarily do this throughout the hair because my hair is reasonably still okay. Like I don't need to retwist my entire head of hair. But for the front, particularly if it's looking, too frizzy, I might actually go in with a little bit of the gel, again, extra gel. But most days I just go in and retwist, rebraid the roots and retwist the rest of the hair. And that's the new things that I'm doing in my routine, guys. Actually, there's 3. So using a little bit less product, key point, a little bit less. It's still a lot that I use. I just want to emphasize that I'm heavy on the product still. I am also using that glycerin that I showed you with the rose water. I am braiding the roots, and I am also using that smoothing gel from As I Am. What I found is that smoothing gel is an amazing gel. It adds moisture to my hair. It has no crunch to my hair. It actually helps with detangling because if I add water while I put the gel in, it really just helps, the hair glide and makes this whole process much easier. So love that gel. It gives me a soft hold. It's not even a hold, honestly. It's just neatness, which I absolutely love. And it pairs very well with any product that I use. It's a win-win. So yes, my hair is not as crisp as Installation, but still very decent in my opinion. The other thing, or rather the last thing that I've been doing is that braid on the base. Girl, the neatness, the longevity that I get from braiding my roots is crazy. Even if the twists themselves are looking a bit old, because the braids show those parts quite clean and clearly, the hair and the style still looks quite fresh. So I appreciate what braiding my roots has done for me. I still switch it up with just twisting the hair from root to tip. But on the days where I feel like I need a bit of longevity for my twists and to keep them in for longer or just have a neater looking finish, I do go in with braiding the base. Okay, so I still switch things up and I do still twist my hair from the roots to the tip. But braids, girl, at the base, game changer. And can I just say, girl, can I just say how cute my hair looks? This is gorgeous. I love to style my hair in this particular style. Those 2 twists at the front look really nice. And if I need that extra protection for moisture, I do tuck my ends in as usual. You guys know this. You guys know my moisturizing routine, okay? If you're new here, of course, you don't know, go and check out my older videos. But this is what it is. Hope you enjoyed.